Salut à toutes et à tous, c'est Okrad. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour un nouvel épisode de notre let's play sur Elex. J'espère que vous allez bien. Pour ma part, tout va pour le mieux. Très heureux de vous retrouver aujourd'hui pour ce nouvel épisode. On s'était quitté juste après avoir parlé à Ray la dernière fois. Et du coup là, je trouvais que le paysage était assez sympa, donc je me suis dit je vais commencer là. Là on va faire ses missions à lui, très clairement, on va pas trop tergiverser ou tourner autour du pot. Bon là il y a des sens interdits de partout, je vais pas y aller, parce que à mon avis, en langage hors la loi, ça doit vouloir dire ne rentre pas ici sinon je te bute. Donc on va éviter de faire les foufous. Je vais peut-être courir un petit peu, tiens. Oh, regardez ça. Il y a des mines. Il y a des fucking mines. Alors du coup... on va pas aller se friter là. Ouais, lui il va rien me faire, c'est bon. On va juste faire attention du coup, de pas trop s'approcher des mines, parce que je sais pas leur champ de détection. On va éviter de faire les foufous. Mais il y en a partout. C'est un terrain miné. Comme Bernard, évidemment. Hop. Ah, il y a une bébête là. Je vais m'envoler. Allez, bisous, je m'envole. Ah. Ouais. Ok. Bon, vous êtes quelques-uns quand même à suivre la série, ça fait plaisir, parce que vraiment, je m'attendais pas à ce que vous soyez présents. Donc merci. Merci à ceux qui suivent cette série, ça fait plaisir. C'est pas des chiffres qui feraient... saliver mes collègues youtubeurs, c'est sûr, mais pour moi c'est déjà très bien. C'est déjà très bien parce que je m'attendais quand même à encore moins que ça. Donc bon, quand tu t'attends à pas grand chose, tu ne peux pas être déçu. C'est ça qui est bien. C'est un avantage. Oh. Alors toi mon gars. Oh c'est un ramassif. Bam. Allez, hop. Tiens. Bouffe le rat. Ça va aller, ouais. Moi, ce qui m'impressionne le plus sur Elex 2, je pense, c'est la gestion des courants d'eau, qui est vraiment hyper bien faite. C'est ouf. C'est ouf pour un jeu petite prod, bien sûr. Sinon, vous allez me dire, oh, mais Sea of Thieves, machin, truc bidule, Horizon, truc. Oui, on parle de triple A, c'est normal. C'est presque normal, en fait. Par contre, dans des jeux de cet acabit et avec, avec un nombre réduit de salariés et de budget, c'est quand même déjà beaucoup plus impressionnant. Donc non, j'aime bien ce qu'ils font en fait, c'est ça qui est bien avec Piranha Bytes, c'est que c'est des améliorations par petites touches. C'est tiens, on va améliorer l'eau dans celui-là, on va le garder pour le prochain, parce que l'eau on l'a bossé, on l'a taffé de ouf. Et du coup, un jour ils arriveront à un standard qui est assez dingue en fait. C'est ça qu'il faut se dire. Tant qu'il y aura des gens pour soutenir leur prod, ça va le faire. Mais il faut des gens pour soutenir leur prod. Et ça, de nos jours, ça devient compliqué. Déjà parce que tout le monde n'a pas forcément de l'argent à dépenser à tout va. Ça devient de plus en plus compliqué, on va dire. Mais en plus de ça, je regarde s'il n'y a rien autour de lui. Avant de lancer le dialogue. Mais en plus de ça, les gens aujourd'hui, comme ils n'ont pas non plus forcément un budget extensible, ou de temps à accorder à des jeux, qui seraient pas connus, parce que forcément maintenant il faut jouer qu'à des jeux connus pour être dans la hype, et du coup ils achèteront jamais ce type de jeu, ils achèteront que des AAA, ou des jeux qui sont marketés à l'extrême, ou popularisés par des streamers. Donc si tous les streamers pouvaient jouer à des jeux Piranha Bytes, je lance un pavé dans la mare, mais ça serait cool.
Hey man, not a minute too early. The guys up there have already seen me. If we're unlucky, they will have reported me, and we'll have the bounty hunters after us.
You mean you will have bounty hunters after you?
Ah, come on, don't fool around. Those guys don't take prisoners.
What are you planning now?
There's a guy called Wyatt I need to find. That assbag is the one distributing the contracts on me up there in the fort. I want to find out who paid him. I want you there with me in the background.
I have a better idea. I speak with Wyatt, and you stay in the background.
All right. Okay, that will work. Let's go.
Now?
Let's not fight. We have to do it quickly. I can feel a target on my back even now. If those guys recognize me, we may have trouble, so be careful.
Je vais juste aller prendre le téléporteur si ça ne te dérange pas, copain. Voilà.
Come on.
Ouais, commande, commande.
Welcome, brave traveler. Though you have walked far and the journey has been hard, you have now arrived in paradise. That'll be 200 shards admission, please.
Here, 200 shards.
200 shards to enter paradise. Have a day of dreams and remember the man who made it all possible. Me.
Tell me about this place.
Like what? What do you want to know?
What do you think I should know?
Right. Okay, so, where do I begin? Do you know about Baxter? Bloody Baxter? He used to be in charge here. Baxter turned the fort into what it is today. Before that, they were just a bunch of ruins, full of scrap. A place to piss in out of the desert sun. But with a vision, a dream, and just a touch of sadistic, overly brutal ass-kicking, Baxter turned a piss pot into a gold mine.
So, what happened to Baxter?
The Duke happened. The Duke and his family. The Duke had the muscle, the connections, the firepower. And that sister of his? Nasty. She had the brains. Found the weak spots in the defenses and brought the Duke's men right in here. So Baxter got out. Fuck knows where he is now. Probably dead under a rock. But things aren't too bad under the Duke's leadership, I suppose. Life can be good if you don't cross him or his people.
Tell me about his people.
Well, there's his twin sister, Nasty. She can handle herself, but I get the sense she's bored in here. She looks after planning and things, but she's restless. Oh, and don't try talking to her unless you have something real to say. She can't stand small talk, or people who don't get to the point. The point being shards, or fighting. Then there's his cousin, William. Plays the big man. And there's his favorites, Chloe, Blake, Big Jim, and Mad Bob. Just don't go calling Bob Mad Bob to his face. When you're talking to him, he's the scrap baron. And you know, they all make shards, so we all make shards. And there's talk about plans. Plans to make the fort something big. What with the Albatax and the clerics stealing our stuff, I think we're getting ready to show them we shouldn't be fucked with. So, right, there you are. Does that cover it?
Voilà. Comme ça, au moins, vous avez eu un petit peu le contexte hein, des hors-la-loi. C'est pour ça que j'ai fait ce dialogue. Hein. C'est forcément beaucoup plus intéressant.
Wyatt is over there.
Then I will talk to him.
Okay, but be careful.
Et où? C'est lui, là? Ah, ou c'est lui, non? Ouais.
Yeah? What do you want?
What do you know about a contract taken out on an outlaw called Ray?
Who did you say?
Ray, from Tavar.
Ah, that guy. Are you here to collect or just get information on the reward?
Just tell me what you know.
That is charming. And is there a part where you tell me what that has to do with me?
They say you are distributing these contracts, and that there's quite a high sum set out on his head.
Hey, don't fool around.
You don't look like you're joking around, huh? Is that bum even paying you anything to come here and make a fool of yourself? But good. I don't want any trouble with you. Say what you want and just get out, okay?
Who told you to distribute these?
You mean I should tell you the name of a person who takes out contracts on someone who upsets them? Can you see why I might say no to that?
How many of these contracts do you have left?
Just one more.
Give it to me.
You know, me giving you this is useless. The other contracts are already out there.
You want me to hurt you, and then you give me the contract?
All right. Take it. For all the good it'll do you.
Tell us who has the rest of these contracts.
Oh, enough. They've been going faster than the offer of free beer.
So, you're not behind this hit. You're just a middleman.
That's me. Missed a transaction. And now we'll get out of here if that's okay. So have a good one.
A contract. Not wanted alive, wanted dead. It's for an outlaw by the name of Ray. Are you still trying to tell me you don't know who is trying to kill you?
What? Yeah, honestly, I really don't know. Why would I go chasing Wyatt otherwise?
The contract taken out on you says to contact W for payment.
W? That could be Wyatt, but no. If Wyatt got the job to put this hit out there, then I know who gave him the contract. Wyatt and I were on the same crew at one time. We were part of Jackson's gang. They were bad times, and the earnings were slim. In the end, I left the group just before they all drifted away looking for better earnings. Wyatt must still be in contact with those guys.
If you knew all of this before, then why did you drag me here?
I didn't know for sure, still don't. And coming here to find out might have got me killed over the wrong idea.
So, how do you think this will play out now?
Listen, I know I owe you. And I know I will only survive this with solid company. So I am going to stick with you until my debt over the armor is paid off, okay? I'll help you. I'll fight alongside you. In return, you help me find Jackson's old boys and collect all the copies of this contract.
You stole my armor and left me for dead. You already owe me.
I know. And I will pay you double what they're worth in return, as well as helping you. What do you say?
I guess it's the best deal I will get from you.
Wow, that even sounds like optimism. And that from an ice block. It seems my brother was right. You really are normal people behind your frozen facade. Okay then, tell me where I should go and I am there.
I have a camp.
Yeah, I already know where you stole your things.
You were watching me?
Hey, I sort of gathered you might be pissed at me. I thought knowing where you were might stop you doing something you'd regret.
I know I'll regret this.
Alors, je vais dire ça, hein.
Is everything okay with us?
I don't know. You tell me. I mean, you've not tried to kill me, so that's got to be good, right? We shouldn't hang around here too long. Staying in one place is never a good idea.
Parle-moi de ces contrats.
Okay, the situation is this. I lost track of the guys from Jackson's gang. I think they were looking for another crew to join. They really needed to make a profit. Out of them all, Mason, Bombi, and Jackson will probably be the hardest to find. What I do know, though, is that Leo stayed in the desert. Tell me when you're ready, and we can go find him.
Ok.
You have a brother?
Yeah, Tom. He's all that's left of my family.
Is he as messed up as you?
Oh, no. He's much worse. I'm always having to get him out of trouble.
Right.
Alors.
Follow me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's find Leo.
He's staying on the coast. I'll show you the way. There it is, Leo's hideout. Only thing is, he's likely to act big if his friends are there. And that might mean they support him.
You mean nobody in there is going to help us?
Yeah, they're the desperate outlaw type in there. The only thing they'll help us out with is... Damn. You know, I thought I had a good one-liner there, but it's gone. We're doing great.
Ok, bon. On va devoir s'infiltrer là-dedans. Enfin, s'infiltrer. On va devoir taper, quoi. Je vais peut-être prendre une potion avant. Sinon on risque de vite être embêté. Surtout que je connais pas leur niveau. Ok, c'est la merde. What the... Ah ouais, ça va être tendax, hein. Ça va être très très tendu cette histoire là. Je sais pas si on va y arriver, hein. Je vous le dis honnêtement, hein. Avec mon niveau actuel... Même si je range mon arme, il veut continuer à m'attaquer? D'accord. Ouah, ils font mal, ils font mal. Ils font extrêmement mal. Hop. Il me tire dessus. What? Ah ouais, bah... c'est mort. C'est mort, on va pas y arriver. Ah, j'ai un téléporteur ici. Je vais aller parler au duc.
Profit or problems? Which are you bringing me?
How can I make you a profit?
Doesn't matter where the shards come from, it's whose pocket they end up in that counts. If you want to make your way in Tavar, you need to start with profit. Only that and loyalty count.
Then you need my help.
I need your help. Well, that's a new one.
Do you want my help?
I'll give you 30 seconds. Tell me what you want.
If you want profit, give me a job.
A job? All right. Find Conrad. You'll find him in the rocket silo. Tell him I want the job finished. And then, you do whatever he needs doing. If he doesn't finish his job soon, I'll kill him. And then, I'll kill you. Oh, and to be clear, you might be disposable, but Conrad isn't. Make sure he is kept alive until the job is done. If he dies, you die. There's your job. Now get the fuck out of here and get it done.
I'll take the job.
Then get it done.
Ok. On va faire ça. Bon. Ouais, il y a des quêtes là pour l'instant, je peux vraiment pas... Je peux vraiment pas le faire quoi. Ça faudrait que je le fasse, mais ça m'a l'air loin. Ouais, c'est loin. C'est loin, mais je peux me téléporter pas trop loin, donc on va essayer. Parce que ouais, si je peux récupérer Crony, ça pourrait être un bon avantage pour la suite du let's play, donc à voir. À voir. Mais pareil, cette quête-là, est-ce que je peux l'assumer actuellement avec mon équipement? Je ne pense pas.
I've scored some decent loot from these ruins, but you have to search for stuff.
Knowledge and technology are gifts to offer us salvation. We can build our future with our own hands. This is me, Corbin, choosing the truth, bringing a warning.
Ok, bon, on se barre. Je sais pas où ça se trouve pour le moment, mais... On dirait que c'est pas loin quand tu regardes sur la carte, mais en fait c'est quand même un peu loin. Hein. Mine de rien. Après le truc c'est que là aussi, je fais beaucoup de quêtes annexes. Je fais énormément de quêtes annexes, alors que je serais censé faire un peu de quêtes principales. Et bon, le but, c'est quand même d'avancer aussi là-dedans, quoi. Parce que si t'avances pas dans les quêtes annexes, tu prends pas de niveau et tu ne pourras pas avancer. Au bout d'un moment, on va se retrouver bloqué aussi dans les quêtes... Enfin, dans la quête principale, quoi. Ah, il est là! Allez, hop. Ça fera toujours plaisir.
Commander, U4 awaiting command. Commander, U4 awaiting command.
Report status. Are your repairs complete?
Negative. Access to repair station systems denied.
Is there any way to access the systems?
Negative. I am unable to bypass security perimeters.
Doing that would probably alert command that we're here. That wouldn't help us. Are you able to identify your defective components?
Analyzing.
If you can't access the systems, they must think you were destroyed too. It seems we're both outcasts.
Ok.
If you can identify the components you need, I can help you. List the components needed for your repair.
Analyzing. Command systems impaired. DI6 chipset required.
Where can I find a DI6 chip?
Analyzing. Highest probability is the closest converter.
The converter. Right. What data do you have on the crash?
Analyzing. The raider was on a direct approach to the primary mission goal. The raider was hit by accurate ground fire. The shot hit an open port on the raider. Evasion was not possible.
Where did the fire come from exactly?
Analyzing. Cannot positively identify. There were no indications of magic. Possible responsible parties, the outlaws, clerics, or albs.
Albs too? What exactly do you mean?
Analyzing. Possible indications that an Elex-powered weapon was used. Albs use Elex-operated weapons. Status of open port on the raider was unusual. Port could only have been opened and secured in place during maintenance in Alb repair station.
I was told it was faulty. Why would our own people sabotage the mission?
Analyzing. Motive unknown. Identity of shooter unknown.
There are some answers out there somewhere. You mean it could have been the clerics who shot at us?
Analyzing. Flight was over Berserker territory. Clerics did not have much reason to defend the primary mission goal. Calculations indicate low probability of cleric participation.
Could the outlaws have been responsible for the shooting?
Analyzing. Capabilities and behavior of the outlaws difficult to calculate. Cannot state probability.
What about the Berserkers? They would have at least had a motive to shoot me down.
Analyzing. The ground fire was from an energy weapon, not magical in origin. Probability of Berserker participation low.
That somehow means everything and nothing at the same time. Status report of our last mission goals.
Primary goal. Locate and secure Thorold, highest leader of the Berserkers, known as the Pilgrim. Mission status, failed. Secondary goal. Secure data describing transmutation process of pure Elex into mana. Mission status, failed. Tertiary goal. Scout Edan for weaknesses in the Berserker defenses. Mission status, failed.
Well, that was a success, huh?
Negative. Commanding unit status, privileges revoked. Execution ordered as a result of mission failure.
Really? I mean, shit.
Ok, bon. Du coup, on peut peut-être faire cette mission-là. On peut peut-être faire cette mission-là. Tac. Où est-ce qu'il y a un module Ah oui, c'est à côté. Mais on va pas être accueillis à bras ouverts, quoi. Je ne pense pas, du moins. On va se faire abattre à vue, ici. Hein. Le robot. Bonjour. Ouais, il va me buter, direct. Ah ouais. Ouais, c'est vénère. Hein. Yeah! On va balancer un de ses missiles. Oui, du coup, les ennemis que j'ai vus tout à l'heure, c'était des albes. Ah, ah. Ok, d'accord. Ah, c'est chaud, hein. Ah, c'est chaud, là. Bon, encore une mission que je ne peux pas faire, donc. Ah, par contre, ce qui m'inquiète, c'est qu'il y a toujours la musique. Bon. Ça devrait aller. Je vais faire ça. Je vais faire celle-ci. Hop, on va se téléporter. Ce sera plus sage. D'accord, ok. On se téléporte, on se fait tout de suite... Ah. Il est mort. Ce que j'allais dire, là, on se fait direct alpaguer. Calmez-vous, quoi. Ah, pain du cultivateur.
I'll take care of this. I think we had better be careful here. People thrown into converters alive to extract the Elex from them. However hard people say the Duke is, he wouldn't come close to that. So, that creature's down to me, is it?
Mais bouge! Mais qu'il est bête, lui. Hop. Ah! D'accord, je dois me battre contre eux en fait. Ah, il y a peut-être moyen, eux. Hein. Je crois qu'ils sont prenables. Hein. Ouais, il y a moyen, il y a moyen. Eux, ils sont prenables. Si je fais pas n'importe quoi, voilà, comme là, comme je suis en train de faire là, par exemple, si je fais pas ça, c'est bon. Oh là 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 là, mais Okrad, quoi.
Oh fuck, I suppose I'll have to deal with this one.
Faut pas faire n'importe quoi. Ah ouais. Ils sont prenables, mais il faut faire attention quand même, quoi. En même temps, avec mon arme de clochard, là. Oh. Même l'arme que j'ai achetée, elle est flinguée, quoi. Voilà. Ça, c'est cool. Si seulement je pouvais trouver des armes, ce serait bien. Je vais reprendre une potion. Ah. Ok. Ouais. Elexite. Elex. Ah, ah, ah. On trouve des munis, déjà. Ça, c'est cool. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Robot de nettoyage? Genre vraiment? Ok. Je le sens pas trop ce que je viens de faire, mais bon. Ah oui, ok, faut que je le fasse ça aussi. Bon bah voilà, dans tous les cas. Dans tous les cas, il fallait que je le fasse. On va continuer de grimper alors. Qu'est-ce qui nous attend là? J'ai un peu peur quand même. Ok, ça va être la merde. Reste là, toi. Qu'est-ce que je fais là? Ok. Alors. Déjà, on va faire un peu de ça. Ah ouais, j'ai des points d'apprentissage, moi. Qu'est-ce que je fais? Ah oui, mais j'ai pas les... Ok. Ok. Petite potion. Ah, c'est des petites que je prends depuis le début? Ok. Bah let's go alors, si c'est des petites, je les utilise. Je ne savais pas. Oula. Petit flashback, visiblement.
Congratulations! Waiting for the enemy to commit their troops before you revealed the fighting Colossi. It left the enemy nowhere to go. You've shattered their attack.
It was a logical move, and we must remain vigilant. They won't fall for that again.
Nevertheless, the victory is yours. The hybrid must recognize that even the Elexitors speak of you as an equal.
I carry out the will of the hybrid. I am what the hybrid makes of me.
The Elexitors select you for roles they could only give if the hybrid had agreed. Elex does not allow for emotion, but you should be careful, Commander Jax. There are those who envy your rise in power. They would do anything to have the favor you've won. You honor our people, but there are those who think of themselves.
I serve the hybrid. His will is above all. Someone at the Ice Palace planned this. A faulty raider, a targeted shot. Calyx arriving so fast. The question is, who
So, that gets down to me.
planned for me to die?
Il y en a un derrière nous ou quoi? Chelou, hein? Très bizarre, hein? Ah, c'est là-dedans. Ouais, ça a l'air d'être là-dedans. Bon. Très bien. Ok, donc là, ce que je vais faire, je vais enregistrer, parce que s'il y a un boss ou un truc comme ça, bon, bah, j'ai envie d'être au courant, quoi. Un petit peu. Un petit peu. Ça serait bien. Ah, ou c'est peut-être en haut. Hein. En vrai, c'est peut-être en haut. Hein. Écoutez, on va y aller. Hein. Let's go. On va juste se tenir prêt au cas où. Mais à mon avis, c'est là. L'ennemi est là.
So, that creature's down to me.
J'ai entendu un truc qui a fait bruit. Je sais pas ce que c'était, mais ça m'inspire pas trop confiance. Donc là, je récupère full Elexit. Mip. Je sais pas à quoi ça sert, mais c'est très drôle. Mip, 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 mip. Alors attendez, je vais enregistrer à nouveau. Parce qu'à mon avis, le dernier ennemi il va être un peu plus corsé, donc autant sauvegarder et pas devoir tout se retaper, ce sera plus malin. Je pense. Ah, Cellule. Ça se prend, ça se prend. Ah, c'est lui le dernier ennemi, je pense. Après, le problème des combats en intérieur sur Elex, c'est que c'est mal branlé, donc... tu sais pas trop ce que tu fais. L'ennemi non plus, visiblement. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait là, lui?
Good day. Just think, if these mutants keep chasing people up here, we'll soon be able to start our own small town.
What are you doing up here?
Waiting. At some point, those mutants down there will find an easier meal. Then they'll leave, and I can continue my journey.
The mutants down there were too much for you?
There was a whole horde of them when I arrived. Maybe there aren't as many now, but there are still enough to kill me, so I'll wait a little longer for them to lose interest.
The mutants are dead.
Ah, good. Thank you. Then I can be on my way.
On your way where?
To the search for greater knowledge, and a number of technical items that I'm tasked to find by the clerics.
All right, you can go.
Thank you. By killing those mutants, you've helped me greatly. And yourself to a degree. And I suppose all of Magellan. Except the Alps. Or the mutants. That could prove an interesting statistical comparison to consider while I travel. Well, thank you again. I will continue on with my task.
Why did you come here to the converter?
Why does anyone come here? I came here for the Alp technology.
You want to build a converter?
Oh no, the precise opposite in fact. I need components to help stop the Alps. My observations, and those of others, show that the Alps' power comes from their technology. That and an ability to increase their stamina, pain resistance, strength, emotional resistance, etc. that comes from abusing their bodies with vast amounts of Elex. It is obvious I cannot defeat them. But you obviously have the skills I am lacking. So why don't we work together? We could both benefit from our different skill sets. I could be useful to you when it comes to technical questions. In return, you can help me avoid situations like this in the future. What do you think? Can we team up?
Yes, you can come with me, if you think you can follow my orders.
Yes, I can do that. You will not regret this decision. Together we fight. Together we fall.
I'm not planning on falling, and I can't see you doing much fighting.
Where should we meet if we become separated?
There's an abandoned camp in the ruins to the west of Goliad. We can meet there.
Understood. Meet at the abandoned camp.
What components are you looking for?
Yes, I should tell you the full list. We need, a sensor module from the converter, a high-performance CPU of the type the Alps use. My research suggests the best place to locate that would be out in the war zone in Abessa.
It sounds like you're collecting the pieces for a drone.
Maybe. I had thought of that. But we also need Garudium. That's a metal found in the comet crater in Ignodon. A hydraulic joint, the sort found in pre-war machines. I should be able to locate that in the scrap piles near the outlaw forts.
A hydraulic joint?
Yes. A Type 702, if we can get one. But anything of that sort will be adequate. And I'll also need a miniature Elex battery, the sort the Alps use in their raiders.
And that's the full list?
Yes, you'd better save it to your adjutor.
Ok. On va dire... Parle-moi des
Tell me
clercs.
about the clerics.
We are the technologically superior of all the cultural and sociological subgroupings on Magellan, apart from the Alps. We believe in Cal-Ern, who we serve in the hope of knowledge and freedom.
Who is Kalan?
Cal-Ern is our god. He is... Well, we have little in the way of real data, but the teachings tell us much.
Teachings?
Yes, he teaches us about the importance of knowledge. But then knowledge always depends on context to have meaning. For instance, let me ask you, have you ever killed anyone?
Oui.
Yes.
And that is morally wrong. I should be sad or angry. I should not wish to talk to you. And yet, I don't know why you killed that person. And I know most people out here have to kill to survive. Thinking is easy. Finding reliable data is the difficult part. Questions should come before decisions.
You're right. Too many people don't think.
Then I have found my role.
Come with me.
You already have enough company. I would only get in the way.
Ah.
Fuck.
Je vais dire, tu devrais rester au camp, rentrer au camp.
Should go to the camp in Idan.
Of course.
Allez, bisous.
Follow me.
Okay.
Parfait. Donc j'ai changé de collaborateur. Mais c'est cool, c'est cool. Bon là on peut pas entrer visiblement. Non, on peut pas entrer ici, c'est bizarre. Hein. On va essayer d'aller là. Hop. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Ah, pépite d'or! Wow! Wow! Grenade explosive, roquette explosive. Vieille pièce, petite potion. Allez!
Tell me more about the materials you need.
Non, c'est pas ça que je voulais faire.
Every component found is another step. At least.
Do you want to start? How are you doing, Falk?
It is hard to say right now. Let me. There is still so much.
Ouais. Alors dans le 2 c'était mieux foutu, par exemple quand tu dis à un de tes compagnons de rentrer au campement, bah tu le vois, il s'en va à pied. Là j'ai l'impression qu'il est resté là, planté, comme un naze. Après c'est peut-être qu'une impression, peut-être qu'il est en train de rentrer. Mais j'ai l'impression que... Non, il est là. Vous voyez, il est là, il reste planté comme un zozo. C'est dommage. C'est dommage, parce que sur le 2, ça c'est extrêmement bien fait. J'ai trouvé ça incroyable. Quand tu dis à quelqu'un, hey, on se rejoint là-bas, crois-moi que le mec, il y va à pied. C'est-à-dire que toi, si tu te téléportes, bah tu vas l'attendre en fait. Parce que lui, il est à pied, quoi. Et ça, j'ai trouvé ça, mais tellement immersif, tellement cool.
The area here is rather worrisome.
Ok, donc là, je vais aller... Oh, un pain du cultivateur. C'est bien caché, celui-là. Ok. Donc là, j'ai le téléporteur. Yes. Bon. Qu'est-ce que je dois faire, du coup? Ouais. On peut faire ça, hein. On peut faire le refuge des séparatistes. C'est où? C'est loin ou c'est pas loin? Ah oui, c'est... Ouh, c'est loin. Ah oui, c'est loin. C'est même très loin, mais ça peut être intéressant d'aller là-bas. Je pense qu'on va y aller. On va s'y rendre. Oh. Ok. Très très intéressant cette histoire. Alors par contre je suis pas sûr de pouvoir aller dans la neige. Donc on va rester quand même globalement hors de tout ça. Vous voyez là, l'eau elle était pas aussi bien foutue que dans Elex 2. J'espère qu'un jour on aura l'occasion de faire Elex 2 sur la chaîne, vraiment. Mais ça va dépendre de vous, hein, si vraiment... si Elex 1 bide sévère, bah, je pense que malheureusement on ne verra jamais Elex 2 sur la chaîne. Voilà, malheureusement... Oh! Ou alors, pas dans l'immédiat, ça c'est sûr. Remettre à courir. Et il me follow, hein. Oh, cool. Ça c'est bon. Allez, on va nager. Ouais, vraiment, ça va dépendre sur le long terme peut-être du succès de ce premier let's play. Enfin, en tout cas, de ce let's play sur Elex 1. Mais c'est vrai que j'aimerais bien. J'aimerais bien vous proposer un jour Elex 2. Allez, ça dégage. Oh oui, que 5 d'expérience maintenant, ça rapporte plus rien. Ça rapporte plus rien alors que je suis toujours autant un clodo, quoi. C'est super. C'est génial. Alors attends, hop. On va grimper là. Écoutez, on va essayer d'aller voir les séparatistes. Si j'y arrive d'ailleurs. Ça c'est pas assuré quand même. Hein. Si je passe là, il y a moyen. Hein. Ah oui, d'accord. Bon. Ça m'a l'air compliqué cette histoire là. Comment est-ce que je vais faire pour aller les voir si je me fais geler le Fiontos au bout de 2 minutes? Ouais, je suppose que c'est bien là. Hein. Eh oui. C'est bien là à l'intérieur. Donc, on va faire ça. Et on court. Faut que ça. Hein. Ah non, là c'est ok. Oh bon, ça va. Bonjour. J'ai rien pris.
Jax. Commander Jax. If someone had told me you would turn up here, I wouldn't have believed it. I heard you were dead.
They tried to execute me. I got lucky.
Disgraced, but not dead. An exile. Now the great commander stands before me. How times change. So what can one Alb rebel do for another?
I need your support.
And why should we help you?
It seems like we're on the same side, Sestak. The Alps from Zakor tried to kill me. What do they think of you?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Isn't the fact that they want us both dead enough reason for us to help each other out?
No, that's not enough. Nobody has forgotten your loyalty to the hybrid. You would have done anything in his name. I should kill you here and now, in case you decided to rediscover your loyalty to him.
This is an opportunity, Sestak. We should work together.
The opportunity to let an enemy infiltrate our ranks?
Your narrow-mindedness is the reason you won't succeed. You're thinking like Albs, but you lack their strength.
Speak then, Jax. I will give you 3 chances to persuade us, before we decide your fate.
You are dependent on Elex. I am not. You can learn from that. You are still tied to Zakor while you take Elex. Even now, you are taking on a fight only because of your addiction. Elex weakens you.
Elex strengthens us physically and mentally, while your emotions weaken you.
Là là.
Calyx tried to execute me.
And yet here you are alive. Hardly convincing.
My experience as an Alp commander can help you defeat the Alps sent after you.
They know you as well as you know them. That could be a weakness, and your knowledge of their orders is weeks old. It is useless.
You are fighting the Alexiters. They are my enemy too. Someone from Zakor ordered my execution. Can't you see that our fight is aligned?
Yes. Our struggle is not with the Alb people, only with their leaders. The things the Albs stood for, the true vision of our people, these things have been pushed aside since the hybrid appointed the Alexiters. And you were their most faithful servant. You saw to it that the hybrid's word stood above all. You and your brother Calyx worked together to kill all who stood in the hybrid's way. How can I believe you have rejected all that past loyalty? Your arguments have failed to persuade me, but I will give you the chance to prove your value where words have failed.
And why would you do that?
Your survival without Elex, away from Zakor, is remarkable. You have lasted far longer than I could have imagined. That makes me curious as to how you have mastered the power of emotions and navigated the world of the free people. It makes me wonder what you will do next.
found the thief who stole my armor.
So you have recovered your equipment?
No, he had sold it on.
Then it seems that your ties to Zakor are being cut. You'll have to use the equipment you can get from the Free People. That is good progress. But there are still some things to take care of. Come back when you have more to report.
I will find Calyx.
Calyx is the greatest threat left in Zakor after the hybrid. His attempt to execute you, if that is what it was, shows he will stop at nothing to see the hybrid's will is done.
That makes him the big threat to you separatists.
That is true. They say he has taken your place, and now leads the Alb armies into battle.
Then we should fight him together.
Your quest for revenge. It feels like an emotional need.
And so what? That doesn't change the facts.
Revenge clouds the mind. But whatever the facts, it is still too early for us to attack the Alexiters directly. And if they find you, then they will kill you. I suggest you stop the Alexiters discovering your resurrection. Your raider crashed in Edan. If the Albs there find someone who has seen you alive, then word of your survival may reach Zakor. You should kill those Albs before they can tell anyone in Zakor that you are still alive.
You think Zakor doesn't know I'm alive?
We have yet to hear any intel that indicates that they have learned of your survival.
It is a logical step, but eliminating Alb soldiers will not be easy. I thought your fight was with the Alexiters, not the foot soldiers of Zakor.
Believe me, I don't like the thought of killing Albs who have not had the chance to think about the truth. But the troops in Edan are not only capable of reporting your presence, but ours too. They threaten our existence.
Meaning, you want me to take care of your business.
You want our help. We want you to prove you share our interests. This will achieve both our aims.
Very well. Where can I find the Albs in Edan?
They are monitoring the converter in Edan. Someday Zakor hopes to reclaim it. I will send the coordinates to your adjutor.
Ok.
I've killed the Albs in Edan.
So I have heard.
Je l'avais déjà fait, donc c'est parfait.
Against Zakor.
Cleric's attack has been pushed back. We are preparing our counterattack.
Save your troops for the converters. We must secure the Elex supply.
I will see that is done. Why do they do it, Jax? Can't they see these attacks are hopeless?
Emotions make animals of men. Don't try to understand them. I think the time is drawing near, Calyx. I think the hybrid will soon take us to the next level of evolution.
The hybrid sees all. The hybrid will be served. His is the future.
But then you and Calyx never were the squeamish sort.
Killing those few soldiers took brute force. We need a more strategic approach to deal with the forces in Zakor.
That is true. But you have shown a measure of the skills that will be required if you are to achieve your goals. What else do you have to report?
The changes in me are having other effects. I'm having visions.
What have you seen?
I'm not sure. I think they were visions from my past.
What have you learned from them?
Learned? Nothing. The visions have only given me more questions.
That may be so for now, but do not dismiss them. It may be that they have answers to offer you.
What is causing them?
I don't know for sure. There are many stories of Albs who have had visions as their bodies fought against Elex withdrawal. They say that it was something similar that gave the hybrid his first visions, but who knows? All there is around the hybrid are stories, few facts. But perhaps these visions will help you to learn who you really are, now that Zekor has lost its power over you.
Perhaps.
That is good progress. But there are still some things to take care of. Come back when you have more to report.
I want to get my power back. The power I had as an Alb.
Of course you do. You were once the most powerful field commander in Zekor. But as the Elex is drained from your body, so is your power. You will have to find other ways to acquire strength. You cannot reverse that process now. You have changed, Jax. You must accept that change.
The free people face destruction at the hands of the Albs.
And they are now your only chance of survival. You must learn their skills and perfect them if you or they are to survive. I think your fate is now tied to theirs.
Where can I go to improve my weapons and armor?
Try the cities of the free people, or search the ruins of the old world. Whatever you do, you will need to improve the standard of your equipment if you are going to fight the Albs in Udan.
Which faction do you think is most effective?
They each have their own strengths and abilities. The Berserkers are powerful mages, but they use antiquated weapons and reject most technology. The Outlaws are experts with old-world projectile weapons. They have fewer rules and a freer life. If it is technology you seek, then that can only really be found in the hands of the clerics. But no faction will teach you their skills unless you can show that you agree with their way of life, that you are willing to join them.
I came to enlist your help, not that of the free people.
And I am helping you. Now you must do your part.
What you mean is you don't trust me?
No, not enough to risk the survival of my people on that trust. Maybe that will change one day, but until then you must be satisfied with this alliance as it is.
How do you justify targeting your fellow Albs?
We don't celebrate these deaths. They are sacrifices to a greater cause. You know the Albs in Zekor aren't free. They are blinded by the words of the Alexiters. Their minds are controlled by the hybrid. We separatists will see that influence broken. We will bring all Albs back to the true purpose and meaning of the directive. All Albs, including you. The Albs are about more than serving the hybrid and his need to consume all Elex. We broke with the clerics to follow logic instead of religion, to achieve the next step in evolution. The logic of this still holds. We must return to our true purpose.
I am no longer an Alb.
Your roots will always be a part of you. You cannot escape your past.
The highest goal of the directive is to deliver all Elex to Zekor.
That is what they say. But what do they use that Elex for? What were we working to achieve? You know better than I what Elex can do and what risks it carries. With their synthetic implants and all the Elex they have taken, the Alexiters have lost the ability to see things clearly. The will of the hybrid is all that they know. The Albs will be free to evolve again once the Alexiters have been removed.
Weakening the Albs means that the free people will come to power.
We have our agents and scouts all over Magalan. As soon as one of the other factions could endanger our purpose, we shall move to stop them.
Je vais dire, je suis impressionné, il va être content.
You've planned this well. I am impressed.
Our numbers are growing, and we have become very effective in the way we operate. In your time as commander, you proved that effective action could be taken without needing large numbers of troops. That was important to you.
How are you planning to weaken the Albs?
Our first step must be to shut down the converters.
Ouais, allez.
Yes, you're right. Let's destroy the converters and weaken Zakor.
And it must be us who does it. We must lead the process that stops the Elexitors. You should be a part of this, Jax.
The converters must be silenced.
This is the control code that will stop the Elex extraction program. It will stop a converter from operating. But the code has to be uploaded directly into the central computer of each converter. We will start with this one here, in southern Abessa.
How do I get access to the converter's central computer?
You will need to access the converter's control center. That is always located in the upper area of the extraction tower.
What can you tell me about the defenses there?
Many of the units stationed there have been rotated out in the last few weeks. Our intel is reporting that they have been replaced by combat mechs, drones, and mutants.
Aïe aïe aïe. Ça va être compliqué tout ça. Bon, bah voilà, là on a eu une longue séance de dialogue, mais en même temps, j'ai envie de vous dire, c'était nécessaire. C'était nécessaire parce que là, on n'aurait rien compris sinon. Donc, j'ai reçu des points d'attribut, je vais juste regarder... Ici, il va me manquer de la dextérité, de l'intelligence, de la constitution, pas mal aussi. De la force, évidemment. Ouais, pas mal de dextérité, hein. Il va falloir que j'en mette. Je vais en claquer 10 tout de suite. Hop, voilà. On verra bien au prochain niveau. Ah, je suis que niveau 8, hein, donc c'est vrai que pour le moment, c'est un peu compliqué. Mais c'est bien, ça avance. Ça avance bien. Il y a eu pas mal de petites cinématiques et tout, de flashbacks. C'est cool. Parce que voilà, c'est cool, hein, les quêtes secondaires qu'on fait. Mais globalement, à un moment, il faut avancer, quoi. Découvrir... Ouais. Première chose, obtenir un meilleur équipement. Ouais, mais ça, je ne peux pas... Je ne peux pas le faire pour le moment. Et ouais, le meilleur équipement, regardez où je dois aller le chercher, quoi. Bon, au fort, je peux, en vrai. Mais là-bas, à l'autre bout du monde, là, je vois pas trop comment je vais y aller. Hein. On va déjà essayer d'aller là. On va se téléporter là, on va voir. Parce que je vois pas trop où ça veut me mener ici. Hein. Non, c'est à l'intérieur, qu'est-ce que je fais, moi? De toute façon, ici, je suis rentré maintenant. Alors. Eh oui, probablement un marchand, ouais. Mais j'ai plus de thunes.
Well, excellent. Another desert fly landing here thinking he's found something for free. You're just lucky you aren't a berserker. I hate those forest rats. They're almost as much trouble as the clerics.
What do you have against berserkers?
Berserker, cleric. They're both trying to squeeze us out of Tavar. They want to take us out. One needs men, and the other wants our land.
Who wants your men?
The clerics are short of new recruits. Didn't you know that? But they can forget getting them from here. They're not getting a single man while I'm here to stop them. I am William. I am the Duke's cousin. The Duke is in charge around here, and I'm gonna make sure he stays in charge. We are outlaws.
Ok.
Are you sure you have everything under control here?
Only an idiot thinks they have complete control of anything. This is about stopping all the little crises becoming big ones. And I have one small crisis that I can use an outsider to solve.
Alors, comment ça... Pourquoi est-ce que tu as besoin d'aide?
I need someone who isn't on the radar when it comes to the district overseers. Some of them are pissed about something. I need someone to deal with that.
Ok. Bon, bah écoutez, je pense qu'on va se quitter ici, ça me semble très très bien pour une fin d'épisode. Oh, regardez avec le soleil comme ça, c'est beau. On va se dire à bientôt pour une prochaine vidéo. On recommencera ici, hein, je vais pas jouer entre les épisodes, parce que bah là forcément vous avez vu, il restait des dialogues. Mais là ça va commencer à faire un peu long pour l'épisode, donc du coup je préfère que t'es là. c'est plus sage. Mais je trouve que ça y est, on commence à prendre un peu en épaisseur. Vous avez vu, il a fallu bien 4 heures, presque 5 heures de jeu. C'est des jeux qui décollent tout doucement, quoi. Mais après, une fois que t'es dedans, c'est du régal en barre. Le problème, c'est que j'aurais perdu plus de la moitié d'entre vous avant d'arriver au moment où ça va devenir ouf. Mais bon, merci à ceux qui suivent cette série en tout cas. Je vous dis à bientôt. Ciao, ciao, c'était Okrad. Et comme d'habitude, vivez à fond votre passion gamer. Ciao les amis, à la prochaine. Peace.